Rappers are some of the most targeted people that America has. I want to say this, and I want to be careful in my communication with it, but there's a war on rappers. Rappers are some of the most targeted people in America that America has to offer. It's a unique situation that they find themselves in, because while chasing the dream and while making all the money that the world has to offer, and being in high favor from the ghetto and the people that love entertainment, there's a section and a subsection of people that hate you more than those people love you. I see now they asking for DNA on YNW Melly. I see now that NBA Youngboy finna get out, and hold on, we ain't letting him out. Pooh Shiesty, they trying their best to, do what they doing to him. We see rappers, Boosie been through it. We see Pablo gone. We see Fredo Bang in there. And a lot of these people, the game continue to move on when they go, and it's so fucked up. Because when you win when you win the game, it's like a tornado. You in the middle of, and you think everything is spinning and revolving around you. But when that tornado throw you out of it, like it do a car in one of them movies, you ever seen a car come out of a tornado? That's how the game do some of these rappers. Boom, throw him way over there, damage him, tear him up. He see laying over there. Dudes laying over there with they battling beef that they still gotta move around with from records they were selling. There's no longer the situation like from trauma of being shot at and robbed or robbing or whatever the case may be. Certain people, man, like you gotta understand, man. But anyway, I think there's a war going on rappers, As we know, in America, the black man finds himself in a very peculiar situation in regards to being in contact with the powers that be, the people that make the laws, the people that enforce the laws, the people that carry out the laws, the lobbyists, the politicians. Those people don't relate to the poor. Those people have no skill set when it comes to coming down in the ghetto and being instrumental in a change or instrumental in communication. When they come and talk, our people fall asleep. When they see them in our churches, they stick out like a sore thumb. I seen the politicians go into the church. I always looked at their fun. I said, man, there's a white dude here. He got to be some kind of police or something trying to talk to the people. Nothing's wrong with that. I think it's less about what you're doing and more about how you doing it. But that's a conversation for another time. I want to focus on the war on rappers. Again, black men in this game, it just seemed like putting a square peg in a round hole. It seemed like there's nowhere for us to fit at outside of entertainment. Therefore, every black man they run into, they treat him and view him through the guise of entertainment, whether they be rap or the worst gangster movie that you've seen. The thing about the black man, when I viewed this and I looked at this with open eyes, and I combed through it with a fine tooth comb, and I said there's one person that's hated more than the black man, and that's the black rapper, the black successful rapper, and the black rapper is 1A 1B. The black successful rapper has to face all the trials and tribulations that the black man has to face. But then he got to be hated because he got more money than some of the people. You got to be hated from a standpoint of just looking at the logistics. I'm looking like more than you. Maybe when I pull up to the airport, you the person that gets my car. Or maybe you the police officer that sees me and think that's a gun bulging from my hip when that's my cell phone. But whatever that is it has you viewing these guys through a certain lens. The mistakes that the black man makes is magnified when the rapper makes it. We both fight through the same struggles. Don't get it confused. There's separation only when we talk about the lens and the attention that's put on it. And sometimes because don't get it confused, I know DAs in the neighborhood that had it out for people. One of my homeboys, the DA said he not retiring till he get him, and he got him and retired in real life. Like, how you gonna put that on the thing? Like, I'm not retiring until they get him. What if I stop? What do you mean? How you gonna get something that ain't given? Listen, how you gonna get something that ain't given? That's y'all problem. You so entitled, or you think somebody so dumb, you gonna get what I ain't giving. I ain't giving that. But you gonna get it from me. You hell bent on making sure that I'm not retiring till we lock that individual up. That's the black man fighting. To magnify that when I got $2, $3, $4 million in jewelry, my car is $400,000, and it got $300,000 or $400,000 Escalades behind it. So that's like $1 million in vehicles just that pulled up to drop one person off, and he looked like $3 million in jewels. It's a different kind of hatred come from them people, man. Some people, I'm trying to tell you something I know. Some people are dealing with a high level of hatred, man. So when I see, them ask for DNA on Melly, it's like, I know I'm not saying the crime they committed. I don't know much about that. What I'm saying is the length that they're going to try to prove that sometimes gets fast tracked when you're a famous rapper. It used to be, remember I told y'all a couple of episodes ago, it used to be the opposite. I think Tip was the last one. Famous rap dudes used to get love from the judge a little bit. Like, oh, he's a rapper. Like, now you come in as a rapper, you really face 10 times more than these dudes. They hate you, dudes. They think y'all funding the war. But they don't understand the liberation can be viewed as the war when you're dealing with racist individuals. See, when I'm liberated, you look at me as a threat. I no longer operate in your confines, the constructs you have in place. I no longer operate inside the walls that you've placed there. The ceiling has been removed. My people don't worry for things anymore. Now I become free in my thinking, free in my movement, free in my altercations and my involvements. And somebody got to know that I only learn when I got the ability to learn. You can't tell them in the ghetto to pick a book up. They don't know where the next meal coming from. Mama got to figure out how she going to get you to work today. She need 20. She got the car. That car paid out. Run a little hard. It's paid out, but mama need 20 for gas to get you to work. Ain't got nothing to do with her. This is issues in the ghetto. They can't worry about, man, let me go get this information on Get With Tony the Closer. That's why I told Tony the Closer, you got to come to the ghetto. They don't got the information in it. Let me get with Tony the Closer, man, and I'm going to see if I can't read this seminar, go down to Miami. Man, it's people that need liberation in the ghetto. But the white folks view our liberation as a threat. So now transfer that to the rapper that's liberated. Oftentimes generational wealth is involved. And he still look like the ghetto. He still look like Lil Ray Ray that they be chasing. And his energy say untouchable. I always tell you, the white people perspective is off when they deal with us. You think you looking at untouchable when you looking at grateful. You think you looking at untouchable when you looking at grateful. The chest out say, look what I've been through. You think it say, look what I'm going to take you through. The jewel say trophies from a nobody that had nothing. To you it say high level drug dealer. Your perspective is off. Your perspective is off. When they see us celebrate somebody coming home from prison, Only thing I don't like about that, and it deserves some attention, is we don't celebrate the college people. We don't celebrate the people that chasing their dreams. You don't get celebration in the hood. Oftentimes you get laughed at. More times than not, you get talked about. People don't embrace struggle without danger. See, that's one thing about me. I understand that some people struggling, but there ain't no danger involved. When you hear people talk about mental health, when you hear people talk about all these different things, these things are real. But it's some people that's struggling with no danger involved in regards to it ain't no threat on my life in regards to like I'm not fighting nobody or nothing. Sometimes it's internal. Sometimes it's internal. What they feel like, what they view themselves as, where they haven't been. Sometimes people forget where they at and what they've been through and what they've had, and they focus on where they ain't been and what they don't got and where they haven't been. I think you need to know where you haven't been, but appreciate where you been and thank God for where you going. But the war on rappers is real. You see the DNA situation with Melly. You see Pooh Shiesty changing his plea to guilty. I wonder how that'll impact the time that he get or what's happening, man. You know, free Pooh Shiesty. It's a Tennessee thing. I don't see as much love as I think I should see for Pooh Shiesty, though. I see it from Memphis. Don't get that confused. Memphis doing what they do. But Shiesty was touching a lot of these people. Shiesty was touching a lot of these people for a good number. He was dealing with a lot of people. And that, you know, like when Kodak went to jail, like when NBA Youngboy, dude go to jail, this game continue to move. These dude, I just gave you the perfect analogy. It's like when you getting the money, they done put you in the tornado, but at any moment they can spit you out with unrecoverable damages.